Hey guys, it's your girl Green Fire Motivation, and hey girls, it's your girl Green Fire Motivation, aka Judy Owens. Welcome back once again to the Green Fire Motivation channel. Also, welcome back to the 30-day challenge. I am super excited because I'm on day number 9. I'm still pushing, guys, and if you've been pushing with me this whole time, I definitely thank you for your support. So I have a question for you. Have you ever had a day where you did absolutely nothing, and then the next day you were like, man, I could have did this, I could have did this, I could have did this? Okay, but the day is gone already, right? If you've experienced that before, just go ahead and say I agree. Type I agree in the comments. Okay, so let's talk about it. Today our topic is how to set up a to complete list. I'm going to say that again. How to set up a to complete list. Okay, so most people are familiar with the to-do list. Okay, so I'm not saying to-do lists don't work, but the reason why I'm calling what we're doing today the to complete list is because these things need to be completed today. Okay, they're not the type of things that are going to roll over to the next day. They need to be done today. That's why I call it a to complete list as opposed to a to-do list. A to-do list can span about 2, 3, 4, 5 pages depending on who you are and the type of things that you incorporate in your life. But today we want to focus on a to complete list. So once again, this is your girl Green Fire Motivation, aka Judy Owens. This is the Green Fire Motivation channel. The importance of this channel is to help you to take action and to take control of your life. So in each video, it's my intention to give you some form of information that will help you to not just sit still, to not just do nothing, but to get up, to take action, and to get something accomplished, okay? So one of the reasons why we sit back a lot of times and we don't do anything is because we haven't planned anything. And I realize that everyone is not a planner. Everyone is not accustomed to planning their day out. However, change your mind, change your life. If you want to do something differently, you have to behave differently in order to accomplish that goal, okay? So once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do a layout of a to complete list. Now this is the thing. This video is actually going to be 2 parts. Say 2. 1, 2. This video is going to be 2 parts because it was too much for me to condense into one. So the first part, I'm going to pretty much give you the outline of your to complete list. Okay. And then the next video, I'm going to kind of walk through or do a tutorial, if you will, on how to make a to complete list with details and numbers and all that good stuff. But for right now, we're just going to do an overview or an outline so that you have a good idea of what we're going to be doing for the next video, which will be posted between tonight and more than likely tomorrow. But if I get that second win this evening, then I'll go ahead and post it tonight. But if not, look forward to part 2 of to complete your to complete list, okay? All right, so the first thing you want to do, the very first thing you want to do, make sure that you are planning the day before, okay? You want to make sure that you make your to complete list the day before. That allows you to maximize the entire day. That means as soon as your eyes open and your feet hit the floor, you already know exactly what you're going to be doing. You know how much time you'll have to do it in, and you know for a fact that you'll get it completed, okay? So now just to say this, I've done this. I live a pretty busy lifestyle, right? And most people do, you know, whether you're working a lot, whether you're, you know, doing a lot of stuff for your church, whether you have, you know, a family that you have to take care of, whether you have, you know, more than one job that you have to complete. Now, granted, this is not the perfect scenario. This is what I do to plan out my days. That helps me to get things completed, okay? So if it's for you, by all means, you know, keep listening. If it's not for you, I completely understand, but share it with someone that you think might be able to benefit from it, okay? All right, so the second thing is you need a pen and a paper, or a pencil and a paper, or a writing utensil and something to write it down on. You need to see it, okay? One of the things that I stressed in a previous video is write it down. If you don't know what you're doing, you can't see the vision. If you write it down, make it plain. So if you can't see the vision, it's not that you won't get it accomplished, but it's much easier if you can put it in front of you, okay? Now, the third thing is you need to write down everything that needs to be done. Write down everything. Don't miss anything. No and, if, ors, or buts. Do not miss anything. Everything that you need to get completed today, write it down, okay? Now, the first thing that you want to think about when you're writing these things down is how long it will take you to complete each item on your list, okay? Think about how long it's going to take you to complete each item on your list, okay? The second thing is you want to think about is if you have to go certain places and to complete some of these tasks, okay, you want to think about how long and how much travel time you will need in order to complete some of these tasks, okay? Okay, and once again, I cannot stress enough, write everything down, okay? Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to organize it, okay? And when I say organize it, I'm going to give you an example. So say, for example, you have a morning routine. Now, some people have this down packed. Some people just kind of roll out of the bed, fall on the floor, and then get up and do whatever, okay? Either way, it's fine, okay? So, for example, your morning routine may be, get up in the morning, the first thing you do is you fix your bed. Then, you shower. Then you brush your teeth. Then you eat breakfast. Then you make your lunch. Then you go out the door. Then you go to work. Okay, right. So that's like 7 different items. Okay, now some of them can be grouped together, like showering and getting dressed. Maybe, you just block out 30 minutes for that. And then breakfast, you block out like 20 minutes for that. And then making your lunch, you block out like 10 minutes for that, right? So what is that? That's 30, 20, and 10. That's an hour, right? Okay, and then also you may block out some time, the travel time that it takes to get to work, right? Okay, so that's an idea of when I say organize it, okay? Now, the other parts of the day that you may want to organize are your work time, okay? Outside of work, the reason why I say organize your work day, so to speak, is because you have an hour. Now, if you're working from 8 to 5, and so you have work from 8 to 12, block that out. Then you have work from 1 to 5, block that out. But you've got 1 hour in the middle, okay? You got 1 hour in the middle. So what you would do is you would organize this time, the different things that you do, whether you just eat and read a book, whether you have different places that you need to go, tasks that you need to complete before 5 o'clock because those businesses close at 5 o'clock, okay? So this is what you do. Write your day out in order, okay? So I would start with the set in stones. And the set in stones, like I said, are work. Like say, for example, you get on the prayer line at 6:30 every morning. So 6:30 to 7, block that time out because you're not going to be trying to accomplish any or complete anything that's on your to complete list during that time. So from 6:30 to 7, you're on the prayer line. You shouldn't be looking at a to complete list, okay? At work, 8 to 12, 1 to 5, you're at work. You shouldn't be looking at a to complete list, okay? Then say, for example, you have Bible study. Bible studies from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So block that time out. You should not be looking at a to complete list, okay? So those are the things that I say are set in stone. So just X those out. Those are not times that you're looking to organize. Those are not times that you're looking to complete things on your to complete list, okay? Because those times are set in stone. Those are the things that are mandatory, that are going to get done regardless as to what else you get done, okay? So, okay. So about the lunch schedule. Let's touch on the lunch schedule a little bit, okay? So with the lunch schedule, say, for example, now most people have an hour. Some people have 30 minutes. So you have to, base how much you do on how much time you actually have. Okay, so on a daily basis, I get an hour lunch, right? Okay, so say, for example, I have some things I need to do. Okay, I'm just going to use this as an example. Okay, so my dad has this thing called the round robin. Now, I don't know if you ever heard of it, but a round robin basically means, you map out everywhere you have to go, and then you go in a loop, Okay, not passing anything twice. So say, for example, on my lunch break, I need to go to the bank, I need to get some gas, and I need to stop at Dollar Tree. Now, those places are not that far apart, okay? However, in planning my lunch, I would say, okay, so it's going to take me 10 minutes to get to the bank. Okay, so my lunch break is 1 hour, 60 minutes. Okay, so it's going to take me 10 minutes to get to the bank, and it's going to take me 10 minutes to get back to work. So automatically that 60 minutes automatically turns into 40 minutes. So I have 40 minutes to go to 3 different places and get what I need to get done, okay? So granted, I will go to the bank first in my round robin. I will go to the bank first, then I will go get my gas, and then I will go get my, or go stop at the Dollar General for whatever items I need to pick up. So I realize that I've got 40 minutes. Now, one thing that I learned from my coworker, I call her the Sutton. One thing I learned from my coworker is set a timer. Okay, so from the minute that I leave work, I set a timer. I set a 40-minute timer. Okay, the 40-minute timer, I set it on my phone, or you can set it on your watch, or however you need to do it. But that lets me know how much time I have left to get things done on my lunch break. Now, here's the thing: you want to stop at the most important place first in case you get held up. Now, the plan is to complete the task, but we can't always account for the things that may come up that we're not expecting. So always complete the most important task first, and then move on to the other tasks, keeping in mind that you had that timer set. Glance at the timer. So you know once 40 minutes is up, whatever you're doing, stop, go back to work, because you have that, I had that 10-minute window to get back to work. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing. Once that timer goes off, get in the car, it's time to go back to work, okay? So that's just an idea of how to organize your lunch break, okay? Now, the other part, or the last piece to this, is your after work to complete list, okay? Now, technically, this is all one list, but I'm breaking it down into the morning, the lunch, and then the after work, okay? So after work, say, for example, just for example, I wanted to, well, once again, if I have Bible studies from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I'm not trying to plan anything in that time frame. It's blocked out, okay? Say, for example, when I get home, okay, so I want to relax for a little bit, okay, so I'll take like 15 minutes. Then I want to cook, so I'll take maybe an hour. Then I want to do some reading, so I'll take maybe 20 minutes. So that's what, roughly an hour and a half. So I've got 30 minutes to, say, clean up, wash the dishes, what have you, before Bible study starts at 7 o'clock, okay? So I've gotten, I've cooked, I've read my books, I've eaten, and I've cleaned up. Those 4 things accomplished all between the hours of 5 and 7. And also, of course, you want to include your travel time home. So for me, it takes me about 10-15 minutes to get home. So include that travel time in there. That'll take up that 2-hour window. And then by 7 to 8 is Bible study, okay? And then say, for example, like I said, I'm recording a video every day. So the rest of my evening, or a big chunk of the aftermath of Bible study, would be to record a video. So say, for example, to record a video, most times you have to put on makeup, you have to do your setup for your lighting, you have to do your setup for your backdrop, you have to do get your outline ready. So all of that takes place before the actual recording, and then after the recording, you want to do your edits, you want to, add your tags, your titles, your descriptions, and all that good stuff. So that time frame takes somewhere between 2 to 2.5 hours, depending on how long the video is, how short the video is, how much information there is to divulge, how long it takes to set up. Of course, trying to include some wiggle room for mishaps or things that might come up, dropping a computer maybe, or, the light's not working properly, or having to organize the backdrop, or maybe some form of a closet mishap. But anyways, so once again, like I said, this is the first video of 2 on the 2 complete list, okay, on how to work on a 2 complete list. If anything that I've said has helped you thus far, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and comment at the bottom on the part that made the biggest impression on you so far, and definitely come on back, because Green Fire Motivation is trying to get you to take action and take control of your life. And in doing so, I believe that learning how to do the 2 complete list will definitely get you going, definitely get your fire rolling and definitely get you motivated. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys soon. Green Fire Motivation.